What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the game between the Philadelphia 76ers and Brooklyn Nets. And of course, everyone knows by now the Sixers did eliminate the Brooklyn Nets via the sweep, 4 games. Got them out the way pretty early. I actually didn't see a sweep. I thought the Brooklyn Nets were going to be able to put at least a game together and win. And I felt like the game that Joel Embiid didn't play was probably their best chance. But unfortunately, they couldn't put it together for 4 quarters and came up short. Now, to the credit of the Philadelphia 76ers and playing without their best player, Joel Embiid, great performance by Tobias Harris, not Joel Embiid, James Harden. You seen Tyrese Maxey with some good plays, guys like DeAnthony Melton. And make no mistake, I think that the Sixers are a very, very, very good team, you know. And beating the Brooklyn Nets in that fashion is exactly what I think sends a message to the rest of the teams in the Eastern Conference. It lets them know, like, okay, maybe Philly is something to be reckoned with this postseason. Even though I still don't believe in Doc Rivers, I believe, at the end of the day, having a MVP in Embiid and also having a James Harden definitely is more than enough of a 1-2 punch to go with the others that you have. Because if Tobias Harris is playing at this level, I believe he's averaging somewhere around a little bit over 20 in this series. So that was definitely good to see. You seen Tyrese Maxey just explode points wise versus the Nets in several games. So, like I said, the Nets, in my opinion, Jacque Vaughn didn't use his players correctly. That's just my opinion. You don't have guys like Cam Thomas and you let them ride the bench. That's just what it is. He is a prolific scorer in the NBA. We've seen it time and again. Whenever he gets on the floor, he know how to put the ball in the basket. You have a Watanabe. You have Joe Harris wasn't making too many shots in this series, but Seth Curry win a game with a DNP, and to my surprise, it's just like Jacque Vaughn. Now, mind you, let me scale back before I dive into the Jacque Vaughn situation about his coaching style in that series. What I will say is kudos to him and coming in and getting the most out of those guys when the trades did happen and when he was hired as the Nets coach. Because at the beginning of the season, I didn't see the Nets losing in the first round again. This is 2 years in a row. Last year they were swept. This year they were swept. So, go from having Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden in a 2-year span to having Kevin Durant and Kyrie to not having neither one of those guys and a new coach. You fire Steve Nash. Kudos to him for even getting guys like Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Spencer Dinwiddie, the emergence of Nicholas Claxton. Like I said, I believe that at the end of the day, the Nets have something, but what I saw in the postseason as far as rotations go, I really wasn't feeling it. I thought it could have been much better. I thought playing against a team like Philly where, at the end all be all is Embiid and you choose to double team him every time down court, no matter where he's at, whether he's on the wing, whether he's on the post, whether he's at the top of the key, you're double teaming him. Yes, Embiid did not average 30 in the series, but that left room for other guys to just decimate you from the perimeter. DeAnthony Melton, the Tyrese Maxeys, James Hardens, things like that. And I believe, whoever the Sixers end up playing in the next round is going to be is not going to be like that because, I believe some teams are not going to just allow the others to just do that. They would probably go more one-on-one, but who am I? I don't know. But again, the Sixers to sweep the Nets, man, is definitely something that I didn't see happening. Um, I definitely want to applaud the Philly fan base for coming out and supporting the Sixers. It it's what you need at this time of year. You know, shout outs to James Harden, whose game is, he's in that role where he doesn't feel like he's respected enough. So he wants to come out and perform at another level. Embiid is going to play to that MVP level, but again, Embiid was banged up a lot in Game 3, so which caused him to get an MRI. The Sixers are not really saying anything to the effect of the injuries or whatever, but he took a lot of bumps in Game 3. I mean, a ton. He was on the floor a whole lot, and that do take its toll. So, man, like I said, the Sixers sweep the Brooklyn Nets in the first round of the NBA playoffs. They are waiting the winner of Boston and Atlanta. So we will see how that series turns out. Of course, my pick in that series was the Boston Celtics, so we will see how that series turned out. I picked the 76ers to win in 5. They ended up winning in 4, sending the Brooklyn Nets home early on their home floor. Like I said, I don't believe the Brooklyn Nets season was a wash. It's just they didn't have enough firepower to go up against a juggernaut in the Philadelphia 76ers in this particular series. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.